Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to help you get informed, fast, cutting through the usual noise.
That's the goal.
So today we're diving into something quite stark, really. It's a situation from Margibi County in Liberia. It involves the tragic discovery of Justine Combaquie, who worked at Roberts International Airport. She was found near the Gban River.
And what really grabs you is this immediate conflict.
Exactly. You've got an official ruling, no foul play, but then you have the family who absolutely rejects that finding viscerally.
Yeah.
So our mission today is to unpack that, look at the details, the official findings, and crucially, the questions raised by the family's reaction and, well, the river itself.
And it's fascinating, isn't it? Just purely from the perspective of how information gets processed, how different people, different groups can look at the same event and come away with totally different truths.
Especially when trust is maybe fragile.
Precisely. That clash between officialdom and personal belief or even local knowledge.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics then. Our sources say Justine Combaquie's body was found early one Wednesday morning near the Gban River in the Riverview community.
And this river, the Gban, it's not just some incidental detail. It forms a border, right, between Unification Town, they call it Smell No Taste, and Dolo Town.
Right. And it has a history, a troubling one. Reports of increased deaths there, particularly when the rains come.
Which straight away adds another layer, doesn't it? A sort of environmental context, or maybe even a local superstition or fear surrounding the place itself.
Yeah, it complicates the narrative from the start. So the authorities responded, launching an investigation.
And what's interesting is how they did it. They put together a 15-man jury. Quite quickly, too.
And the makeup of that jury is key, like you said, about local knowledge. It wasn't just police.
No, exactly. It had community members, even media people on it, which, on paper, that sounds like a good approach, trying to build legitimacy, community buy-in.
You'd think so. And their official report from this mixed jury.
Clear verdict. No foul play.
No foul play. They even specifically addressed an injury, didn't they? On her head.
Mm-hmm. They did. They ruled it was a crab cut.
A crab cut. And they were explicit, saying it wasn't a chop wound.
Which is a really critical distinction. It points away from, intentional violence, points towards something natural, maybe accidental.
And this wasn't just buried in a report. The chairman of the Riverview community, People Madeley, he was on the jury panel. He confirmed it publicly.
Yeah, he backed the finding, reiterated, no sign of violent intent based on what they saw.
So, seems straightforward. A diverse jury, a clear finding, public confirmation from a community leader. Case closed.
Well, that's where it just fractures, isn't it?
Completely. Because despite all that, the reaction, especially from Combaquie's family, was intense.
Our sources paint a picture of real tension, particularly her mother. Her reaction at the scene, it sounds like it was immediate, undeniable.
Not just disagreement. It sounds like profound disbelief and outright rejection. Like the findings were just impossible to accept.
And that's the core of it, isn't it? This huge gap. You've got the official verdict, seemingly backed by process and even some local leadership. And then you have this raw, powerful rejection from the family who knew her best.
It really highlights those layers of perception we talked about.
Definitely. And the river's reputation, that background noise of increased deaths, rainy season danger, that can absolutely color how people interpret a tragedy like this.
Right. It might even overshadow an official investigation, perhaps. Even one with community reps.
It certainly could. Local history, local fears, they carry a lot of weight.
So for you listening, where does this leave us? You've got these starkly conflicting narratives. Official finding, no foul play, backed by jury. Family finding, absolute rejection.
How do you weigh that? What does being well-informed even mean in a situation like this?
Yeah, it really pushes you to look beyond just the headlines, doesn't it? To question how much things like local history or just deeply felt personal belief can shape what people accept as, well, as truth.
Even when there are official processes in place.
It definitely makes you think. When the facts presented by authorities collide head-on with heartfelt conviction, where does genuine understanding actually lie? Something to ponder.